Okay, I don't know if my audio is working. Is the audio working? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Lights, action,
Light,
camera.
lights, action, camera. I'm gonna put you on YouTube.
Hollywood. Hi, Ma. It's me. Yeah, give me something to laugh about.
All right. Is there any audio? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Audio. I hear you. Okay. All right. Bleach PC. I just want to make sure that this thing is working. Yeah, I just want to do a real quick update here. Yeah. For my last video that was put out about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. Not really much has changed. I'm not going to be going home. Yeah. Hey, Soul Reaper. Yeah. So I'm not going home, you guys. Right now, I'm getting ready to move. See, that's what if you look closely, this is what I did to the trailer that I built, the flatbed trailer that I did a few years back. I had to convert it into an actual place to live. It's pretty neat. I mean, it keeps me out of the rain, kind of. But some of my tarps, I don't know if you can see, it's hard for me to explain how this works, but there's a post right here. Let me go into there's a 2x4 right here, a 2x4 right here, and they go up about 5 feet. Then I got a 2x4 back over there. So I've got 3 2x4s going down the length of the trailer on this side and 3 over here. Or 3 on this side, 3 on this side, okay? Then I've got just pretty much tarps over the whole thing. And then you can see all the guy line, or not guy line, but the paracord that I have stripped around here. And it helps support the walls so the walls ain't just totally caving in. You can see what my roof looks like. I have a tripod in the middle of the thing to create a peak so that way the rain somewhat runs off, but I still get pools of water up in the corners, like right in this area right here. And so when it rains, I have to push up on that corner to keep water off. And yeah, I'm still homeless here, you guys.
That's okay.
Right on, yeah, just go ahead and throw it in the garbage.
Thank you.
Yeah. And ooh, Soul Reaper, you're making beef stew? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I just got done. Yep. I got done making some stew today too, off of some old cans of food that I had sitting in the back of my truck for like 2 months. They're all fucking. Yeah. That guy laugh out there. That's another thing. There's no soundproofing in this thing at all. But I don't know how long I'm gonna be like this, you guys. There's no telling at all. Most likely forever. The way the economy is here in Missoula is you can't get out of being homeless by yourself. You need help. And since I don't have any friends or family here, I'm not going to have any help. So I really don't know what to do. And all my stuff is still sitting at the house. So, yeah, I really don't know what to do. It's been August, since last August, since I've seen Allie and Cody. And, yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to see the kids again. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to, because Crystal hasn't encouraged them to see their dad, or she hasn't helped remind the kids of all the fun times we used to have and stuff like that. She doesn't do that. So Allie and Cody just are now without a dad, and they just sit behind their computers all day long and don't do anything. I don't even think they've gone to school either. I don't think they're going to school. I don't think they're doing any schooling, and if they do, they just started it. So in essence, they haven't really gone to school for 2 years, almost 2 years now. They haven't had any schooling, maybe a little bit, half-assed, every fucking 3 days or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is a total destruction of everything I put my whole life effort into. This is total destruction of it, and I don't really know where to go from here, you guys. I've pretty much proved to everybody that I'm pretty much kind of worth a shit, but it's not my username actually had nothing to do with Bleach. And Soul Reaper, I don't know if you're ever going to see me on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3 ever again either. I'm pretty sure that's completely done with. I've been a lot more active over on my Facebook page. I really haven't been very active over here on YouTube, but I've been a lot more active over there on the Facebook page because a lot of the people, old friends and stuff like that, have been helping me out. I had an ex-girlfriend send me a care package the other day in the mail, which was really awesome. Just one of the problems that I have is that people there's nobody around here that can help me. They're not in a situation to offer any help, and that was actually really kind of sucky because that's something that me and Crystal, that's something that I focused on when I was at home, is to have a house or someplace where somebody could crash if they needed to. Yeah, I miss playing Borderlands 2 too. Yep, I do too. I love playing that game and everything, but yeah, you're probably never going to see me on that game again. Everything I pretty much worked for in the past 20 years, especially those of you who followed me for a decade, my YouTube channel this T-Man's Go-Karts channel was started back in 2010. You go all the way back to all those videos way back then, and you'll see all the stuff I've done. And yeah, it's kind of pointless. It was all pointless. None of it ever made very much money. YouTube never fucking granted that. They kept changing their stupid algorithms to the point to where my channel was just struggling at all fucking costs all the time. You used to farm the garden. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of where the garden was. I can't remember what that place was. Shit, it's been almost a year since I've been on that game. It's actually been longer than a year, because I was actually playing Destiny a lot. I jumped off of Borderlands 2 and started playing Destiny a lot, and that was fun. But I missed out on so many seasons. I was trying to get the that one laser cannon, sonic rifle, or whatever the hell it was. Soul Reaper, you were working on the construction of Bat Go-Kart at the time. Yeah. Hey, Lauren. Yeah, we used to farm the Guardian. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all those days are over with. Everything seems to have come to a complete fucking end, because I'm trying to I'm just sitting on my bed right here. Yeah, this right here is my bed, you guys. It's a mattress, it's a pad. It's got a military blanket on it. I've got this white fluffy blanket kind of thing. It's like a generic bear rug type of thing. A sheet. And then I've got this window open so air comes through here and keeps me cool, but that doesn't really help out much. And yeah, all the work I did for the SEO work and everything I did for this channel. See, these fucking people don't realize how much all these people who are against me and are just fucking up my life don't quite realize how much work I put into all of this, because, well, they're just all losers and shit. They're just people who don't understand the effort that takes to build up a presence like this, and they just think it's not that important. See, that's one thing something that I wanted. One of the reasons why I wanted to be making a substantial amount of money off of my YouTube stuff, because nobody considers what you're doing fucking all that important unless you're making money at it. It's not that important unless you're making money at it. It's not important to anybody unless you're making money at it. You know, and that's how it works. You know, everything is just a hobby until you start making money at it. Well, I was trying to do that with my YouTube stuff. You know, I didn't want it to be a hobby anymore. I followed 90% of the curriculum, but then YouTube kept changing their goddamn algorithms every damn 6 months. And once you learn the system, once you get used to the format, and then once you start producing, suddenly they're changing the goddamn algorithms again. And now you got to go through all your shit and revamp your whole structure of your videos and everything. You know. Plus, on top of that, I couldn't find any sponsors. I found a few sponsors and stuff like that, but they never wanted to pay money. They'd send you a bunch of fucking products, but they never wanted to pay you money. You know. And products don't pay the bills. You know, money pays the bills, not products. You know, and plus on top of that, I wanted to make a lot more money to the point where I could actually hire people to come in and help me edit, help me build stuff. I want to get other people involved. That's what I wanted Ali and Cody to do. I wanted Ali and Cody to be on video with me and do videos with me and build logs and stuff like that. But they never fucking wanted to. They never wanted to. I tried to get them out and start disciplining them, getting mad. Come on, get out here, goddammit. Help me out with this stuff. And they wouldn't. They'd throw a big fit and they'd go in their room and shut the door and then complain to mom, and then mom would come out and bitch at me. You know, it was just like, I had all these things were stacked against me, and I'm trying to prove, look, this shit fucking works. Get out of the damn way so it can. But they never did, So, yeah, it all fell apart, I mean, I spent, most of you know that I spent probably 20 years or something like that investing into this. I'm kind of pissed off about it. Hey, Tesla, what you doing? You want to get away from everything? You want to come in here and chill out and get on live stream? Bitch about some stuff?
Yeah, I gotta do some heroin.
Oh, right on.
You bet then I'll do it.
Okay, that's cool.
If I get well.
Yeah.
I got well today, been getting rid of everything I got for me. So
Oh, yeah.
make some money though. Make hella money up in here like that.
Did you?
Well, it's what I extort the Poverello for, because it extorts me
Oh, right on.
right on back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, might as well fuck it before it fucks me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's one of the reasons. See, they don't even, we're talking about what's going on down here. I got barked at the other day because I was leaving my speaker in there charging, and then I was leaving this light in there charging up, and they didn't want me to be charging my stuff because I'm not a resident of the Poverello. I haven't allowed them to use my social security number or any of that crap in their system to get any federal funding for housing me in their establishment. You know what I'm talking about? If you stay there, great. They'll.
You allow them to use your social security number to make a bond.
Right. Yeah. So that way they can make money off of you staying at the Poverello. Well, I haven't allowed that. But I still go in and I'll eat, and I'll use the electricity to charge my stuff. And since I'm not a resident of the Poverello, and I'm actually a resident of the shelter, and I stay out here in this thing, they really don't want me in there charging my shit. They don't want me charging up my phone. They don't want me charging up my chargers.
Because it's an extortion, and they can't use you.
That's right, and they can't. Yeah, that's right. They can't.
If they can't use you, they're going to bully you until they can.
That's right.
And if you don't comply, they will have you arrested by the police here, and they'll have your homelessness turned into your homeless creature of God. They'll have that turned into a criminal act, and then they'll have you taxed and fined until they become able to put you on a probation system, which will make you a perpetual cash profiteering cow for their money profiteering agenda scheme scandal, which is part of the divide, eliminate, and frickin' succeed scheme that they have going on for the elitists. And it's all part of a segregation game to shove your head into the guillotine of self-doubt and fucking being a dependent upon the government or system person. And it just basically just makes you into a sheeple / cow.
Yeah,
Fuck. And even worse than that, I mean, if you're not crazy when you get here, you will be when you leave.
that's
You
right.
need that.
That's right.
That's the goddamn truth. If truer words weren't spoken, I don't really know what true is. Fuck. It's definitely fuck.
Yeah.
Definitely beyond going to hell in a handbasket. It's in the frying pans to the flames to the fire.
Well, they wanted me. They
Michael's coming up here just to let you know, and I broke up with him and caught him cheating on me.
Oh, okay. You caught him cheating on you?
Yes.
Shit.
Fuck that.
Right.
I can do without it right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really could. I have enough stress in my life, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
It's like, who the fuck would want all that, dude? Like, honestly. That's way too much bullshit for me, dude.
Yeah.
It's like having another child. But
I'm-
I've done lost all my kids. There's a reason they took them away. Because I ain't supposed to raise another little fucking bitch baby like that, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm not a sugar mama, I'm just being, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm in the process of getting ready to pack my shit up and leave.
I
Yeah.
already have another camp, I just can't stay there because Michael has too much violence for me there.
No shit already?
Yep. So there's that. Thanks, Michael.
Jesus.
Or we're all out of water.
Yeah. Oh wait, I got a thing here. Let me move the camera out of the way. Yeah, I had a fucking, oh my god, all sorts of stupid happened last night with Angela. Oh my,
Angela Googly Eyes?
yes, googly eyes. She came over and she spent the night again, and she got all stupid and just fucking irate as hell. I couldn't believe it.
What, over the dumb shit?
Oh yeah, just other dumb shit. I mean, Lisa Marie came over here and she handed me like some ho ho or Twinkie or something like that. And Angie just, oh my god, I'll tell you about it later. But man, she just completely fucking flipped out. Why is that hoe coming over here? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, holy shit.
Dude, I ran into Michael's fucking little girlfriend's fucking. I ran right up in her fucking vagina with my bike last night.
Did ya?
And then that motherfucker tried to get between me and her, so I fucking headbutted the dog shit out of him. And rightly so, dude.
Really?
Motherfucker's a fucking little fucking lying, fucking dumb little cheating, fucking wannabe, fucking ain't never gonna be motherfucker, dude. And it's like, dude, we get it. You've been to prison, but you ain't shit, motherfucker.
Right.
It's like I'm harder than you, and I ain't even fucking been in lockup, so fuck you, dude.
You seen that? You want that or do you want a torch?
Well, it's stuck on the back of the plastic.
Oh.
So what I do is I just keep it to just a while and it'll melt it all off there. See?
Cool.
And that's how you make a heroin shot.
Oh, really?
Brought to you by Tesla.
Awesome.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Ugh.
That kid's a fly in the house.
Yeah. Turn the camera out.
It's like a fucking Spanish fly.
Yeah. I need to get my hair cut soon.
Now you got some important dates coming up, Julie?
Yeah, not really. I don't have any important dates at all. I'm through with the women around here. Holy
Yeah, dude,
shit.
I'm telling you, I will never hook up with another person.
Oh my god.
This is fucking not the picking barrel.
I know.
The dating pool around here looks like a dirty fucking puddle full of rigs and fucking cigarette butts. Used rigs and cigarette butts and maybe a couple tampons.
Yep.
Bloody ones,
I don't know.
actually.
Yeah. I got court tomorrow, and I tried to contact my attorney, but he's been so damn busy. The last time I talked to the judge was a little barky at me about this is taking too damn long. I'm like, I know.
Like that's
Like, I know. It's like, what?
like you even have anything
I
to
know.
do with their fucking timing. Wow, what a bunch of bitches. That's fucked up, Julian. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see who we got here. We got 15 people here.
I can't figure whether I just shit my pants or came. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. I know, Lauren, but the money never comes to me. Never goes out to the people who are really damaged.
Real hot bitch. Brought you in rainbow and technicolor. Oh, I don't know about all that. See all that Huckleberry jam I dropped off for you?
Yeah, I was wondering where all that came from. I was like, holy
I
crap.
stashed it.
Yeah,
It had to be stashed.
right on. You heading out?
For a second.
Okay.
I just don't want to do this like around. Huh? Pretty enough to smell to get to the power light too. It's very lightweight. Super nice.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah, you can see, you guys see how much more skinnier I am. I used to weigh about 180, 185 pounds. I'm now 160. I don't know why. I mean, it's probably just the stress of this place. I've got... Man, I wish I could edit videos because I've got pictures, I've got audio of just... Like last night, this girl that I was seeing was just going off on a tangent on just some crazy crap. And I recorded it. I hit record on my phone to record her talking. I'm like, dude, I am gonna save this. I'm gonna put this shit on my videos. Oh man. Yeah. I guess this is more kind of an apology video, you guys. I kind of wish I was hoping things would have worked out and I could keep doing the YouTube and keep doing the builds, keep building shit, but that's not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to probably be building any go-karts, mini bikes or anything like that ever probably again. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to probably... You can't make enough money in this town without fucking throwing your social security number into the system. And then when that fucking shit happens, then I get my checks garnished, and then I get my bank accounts, order of disdains put on those. So any money I tried to save will be taken. It's just a piece of shit fucking system that I'm pulled into, that I never gave okay to be part of. And apparently, by some fucking tacit contract someplace, somehow I became part of it, and I don't know how the fuck it happened. And you know, you're not supposed to. Nobody's supposed to make you a party to something without your expressed okay. But there's also implied okay. You know, there's implied and expressed contracts. You know, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that's behind it, but technically we are all told that, you know, if you're not supposed to join or force somebody into doing something that they don't want to do, you know, kind of like rape. You know, you're not supposed to do that, you know, but yet through your conduct and through your participation in that conduct, then it's okay for us to do X thing against you. And yeah, it's hard to explain without having a chart and drawing this all out for you and all that kind of crap, you know. But there is some presumed contract where that I have some compelled performance to, and I'm obligated to operate by apparently, and I don't know about it. And I guess somebody out there thinks that I do know about it, and I'm supposed to do it, and I'm not going to do it, apparently, or whatever. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is that I've worked so hard to get all this shit going, and it just comes down to, yeah, it's just falling apart. I've tried so hard in my life for the past 20 years. You know, me and Crystal, when we first got together, we were homeless, and I've explained this a few times. We went from being homeless to owning a property within 10 years. That is an achievement that I couldn't do on my own, and that is an achievement she could have never done. And once we got together, I could watch the kids. She could go out and go to work and focus on work, building up money, paying rent, do that and doing that. She didn't have to worry about anything else because I handled most of everything else. And yeah, it's but now it's all come to an end though. The kids all think that I'm some super omega abusive parent. And Crystal's just sick and tired of me trying to get her to perform better. I wanted the kids to perform better in life. I wanted her to perform better in life, to do things, do certain things, help me out with this, help me out with that. And she never wanted to do it. She was not a very good partner. She wasn't a very good, well, yeah, she was a good partner, I guess, but not a good girlfriend, and definitely not a very good mom, because her idea of raising children is just give them what they want so they stay away from me. Not her. I'm talking about her, not me, Dad. You know, give the kids what they want so they're happy, give them toys, push them away, and you can, and just stay away from me. But I'll provide you with a house, shelter, and food, and I'll clothe you, and that's all the participation of a parent I have to do. That's her role as a mom. Now, I'm a little bit different than that. Way different than that. I don't let children grow up on their own. I steer them in the direction they need to go. I still try to teach them. I wanted them to learn certain things, and Crystal thought it was stupid. That's stupid stuff. I wanted Allie and Cody to learn how to play the piano. That was a stupid thing. I wanted Allie to learn instead of Hispanic, Spanish. I didn't want Allie to learn Spanish. I wanted her to go to be a higher achiever and go into Japanese. I wanted her to start learning Japanese. Crystal didn't want that. She's like, that's stupid. She's never going to speak to anybody Japanese. I'm like, that's why it's such a rare language to learn, because then you can get hired by these companies to translate Japanese. Spanish is so damn common, you get paid pennies on the dollar when you get hired to speak Spanish or to be a translator. Why do you steer them in the direction of what's easiest and you're going to get paid less? And I always tried to get Allie and Cody to focus on certain things that were going to be able to make them money, be rare, be different than everybody else. Not just not just settle with mediocrity. And that's what Crystal was doing. And even now, Allie and Cody are sitting in their room, closed off from the world because she let them move their computers into their bedrooms. They're sitting there in their rooms playing games. They haven't gone to school in almost 2 years. They haven't taken a scholastic program in almost 2 years. What kind of mom, good mom in this world, does that? But you can't really blame her, because work, where she's at right now, I mean, this is all current within the past few months. Currently, the work is so damn congested for her because they can't hire anybody. Nobody wants to go in and work. The people that they do hire, they don't keep very long. And so businesses are struggling around here. Businesses are big time struggling around here because nobody wants to go out and work. But yet at the same time, see what some of these businesses are doing around here. Well, I'll get into that later. That's something different. So with her, she's working till almost 6, 7 o'clock at night. Goes into work at 8, works till 6 or 7. See, when I was in the house, when I was back there at home, I'd come in and help her work. I'd come in and help her do her rooms. So she'd be getting out of there by 4, by 3 or 4 o'clock, because I'd be helping her out because she also does the laundry. But now that I'm not around, now she's got to cover all that crap too. So there's another repercussion that she's got to feel without me being around. The property has gone to crap. I mean, the inside of the house has gone to crap. The dogs have destroyed so much, which is kind of a given, because dogs do that. But if I would have been around, then that wouldn't have happened, because I played with the kitties almost every day. I tried to get Allie and Cody to do their schoolwork, but they'd always fight me on it, and they'd jump that. They'd have multiple screens open, but they're all suppressed down the bottom of the screen, and they'd be playing and chit-chatting with their games on Discord or whatever, and they're playing, Gary's Mod, whatever, wherever the hell they're at, and they're sitting there chit-chatting, and then the moment I walk in, they bring up their work, their schoolwork, and then I walk through, look at the computer, see what they're doing. See what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, Matt. And it just got bad. So, T-Man's Go-Karts, as it used to be, probably is no longer going to be operating the way it has been. If I could just change the name of this channel to like homeless fucking loser guy on the streets of Missoula, Montana, I would. But you see, that can't happen because there's so much search engine optimization behind this channel. There's massive amounts of stuff that's operating on the back end on this channel. I just can't change the name or anything like that. I could probably start another YouTube channel, but I really don't want to do that because it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's pointless, to sit there and, have people come over and watch my progress throughout my life that isn't going to go anywhere. So this is kind of telling you guys that T-Man's Go-Karts as a go-kart channel to be building and doing fabrication and doing all cool sorts of cool builds and shit probably isn't going to happen anymore. It's probably not ever going to happen again because, yeah, I'm not going to be going back to that house because if I go back to there, it's going to be horrific for me to fucking walk back into. That house was beautiful. It was nice. It was well maintained. Now the carpet's all ripped out. They got mice down in the basement. The whole place is it's just self-destructing. I shouldn't even have to. You guys know clearly by even watching my YouTube videos. You guys know I've got charisma. I've got that certain quality behind what I do and the things that I do that I can add a lot of cool shit to a household or a home. I can do a lot of really neat stuff. All of the decorations in the house was stuff I built. The pot holder, the candle holders, all that stuff that's over on T-Man's Builds channel. T-Man's Builds, okay, on that channel. All that, most of that stuff is all stuff that I've done for decoration in the house. I decorated the house. Crystal didn't. I did. And, I made sure the weeds were all cut down around the property. I walked the property every night, walked around outside, making sure things were safe, things were in order. We didn't have people sneaking around the property, all that kind of stuff. I always did that. I was always, up late at night too. Sometimes way too late, yeah. Remember that 10-hour live stream I did that one time? Oh my God, what was I thinking? Yeah, that was tiring. Wow. But I also got, I wanted other people to be involved in it. I wanted to be able to make enough money where I could hire an editor to come in and edit the videos. I was trying to get Cody in onto that because I got him in on Sony Vegas 10. And he actually downloaded and he played around with videos and stuff like that, and he uploaded over onto the Mach 10, our gaming channel. But he just kind of lost interest in it. I showed him how to do jump cuts and fades and all that kind of stuff. I showed him how to use Sony Vegas Pro. But he didn't want to do it. The moment anything that involved getting away from the computer and not gaming, Yeah. It's just horrible, you guys. It's real horrible. I mean, poor Cody. Man, my kids. Cody's 14 now and he weighs more than me. That's not good. Allie's 17. She weighs way more than me. She's got varicose veins on the back of her legs. These kids are absolutely fucking unhealthy because mom is doing it to them. See, children do not fucking turn into what they are in society because they missing out on something, because dad's not around, because mom was killed in a car accident, or because the neighborhood kids wouldn't play with them. People turn into what they are because what they are allowed to become. That is why children become the way they are. Period. If the kids are overweight, is it because dad's not around? No, it's because mom is. The kids are getting in trouble at school. Why? Because mom had a car accident? No, it's because dad is allowing it to happen. Because the dad's still alive. Dad's the primary parent. Children turn into what they are because of what the parent that they're with allows them to turn into. Not because of what they missed out on. You got to find those areas in life that you can focus on, and they're going to be a positive thing for you. So you don't sit there and focus on, oh, geez, I'd have a better life if I was, if my dad was a pilot, or I'd live a better life if my mom just gave us more money. No, 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 no. You know, you live a good life because you have this. Not what you focus on the good things in your life. You don't focus on the bad things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to do with Allie and Cody. And you know, there was a lot of things that I tried to get her to do. Try to get Crystal on base with me with, but she'd always back out. She would always back out, you guys. Poor Allie and Cody now. This is what's going to happen. There's two things that are either going to happen. Two paths in life that these children are going to take. The first path is they're not going to be able to do anything. Crystal is going to go to work, pay the bills, keep the property going, and keep paying everything. Allie and Cody will never have any ambition to go anywhere or be anybody in life because they're always sitting in front of a computer that mom keeps buying for them so that way they stop bugging her. Stop bugging me here. I'll buy you a fucking $400 fucking card for your computer and stop bugging me. On that route of life that they're going to take, ultimately, Crystal is going to become old, not be able to go back to work, get hurt or something. And then Allie and Cody are not going to have the ambition to move or leave or go anywhere. Because why do I have to when everything's just handed to me? So then Crystal is going to see that, oh my God, this is what I've done. This is how the kids are now. And then start dropping seeds in their minds of having PTSD, anxiety. Then get the kids to start looking into it, start talking about it. The kids are going to look into it on the internet. They're going to realize, oh shit, I can do this too. And start feeling like, oh wait, I've got anxiety too. When I walk out into public, my heart starts to pound and I just can't deal with it. I've got anxiety problems. So ultimately what's going to happen is Allie and Cody, because they have no focus or anything like that in life to do anything, to go anywhere in their life, and mom's hurt. I'm talking about 20 years from now. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So that way, those of you who are following me on this, they're not going to have any ambition to go anywhere, and they're just going to live off the state. They're going to be these people who get SSI checks and disability checks because they have no motivation to go out and be anybody and do anything with their own lives because they're just going to get paid to be losers. That's one route of life they're going to take. This is the second route of life that's going to happen. They're going to stay at home and they're not going to be doing anything. They're not going to have any ambition to go anywhere or do anything with their lives because they're always going to be sitting on the computer. Crystal's going to have a fucking coronary at the age of 48. She's probably going to maybe even die because nobody's going to be around because the kids are in the fucking bedroom. She's having a fucking coronary heart attack. Her brother's not around. He's not reliable. And she's going to be sitting in her bedroom fucking having a heart attack and she's going to die. Allie and Cody aren't going to know what to do after she's dead. And Allie and Cody, they're going to try to contact me and ask, Dad, Mom just died. Well, too bad. It's you guys pushed me out of your life. I'm not coming to save you. You don't get to keep receiving all these benefits in your life when things get hard. When things get hard, you're going to kick Dad out. And Dad's trying to get you to be somebody in this world, and you don't want to be that person, so you're just going to kick him out so you can choose to be a loser. And then when Mom dies, and you have no direction in your fucking life, you can't be calling me up and saying, hey, can you come and help us? No. That's not what's going to happen. And then ultimately they'll, from Crystal's passing away, they'll get the insurance money. Most likely they won't pay the house off. They'll go out and buy a bunch of shit. And then they'll lose the house. They won't keep up with the taxes. They'll lose the house. Everything. I'll just tell you guys right now that it took me and Crystal 17 years, 18 years to build up to what we had when you guys started watching my YouTube stuff, all the way up until last year. And it's going to take only 5 for her to destroy it all. I'm giving it 5 years before she loses everything, or the kids get too depressed sitting there. I mean, see, when you are closed off from the world in front of a damn computer, those are the kids who commit suicide. Those are the kids who commit suicide. They listen too much, and this is their whole fucking world. This thing right here is their whole world. So when somebody bitches at them about a successful thing that they've done and say, oh, that's not that great, that's pretty boring, that's pathetic, and they keep hitting them with that shit, they're not going to be able to deal with it, and they commit suicide. I can tell you right now, Cody's probably going to be the first one to do it. Cody has a seed of suicide in him because there have been a few times where once the state got involved, never told anybody about this, but yeah, some people came over to visit, and I just lost my light. Let me turn this light on. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Well, now it's a little dark. Oh well. Poo. Anyways. So. But Cody was only like 3 or 4 years old. Or maybe it was 5 or 6. I can't remember. But some people come walking around the corner. Me and Crystal were gone. And he had just gotten back from school. And he went up onto the porch. And one of the neighbor ladies, who was one of his friends, on the bus, decided to come over and meet the parents of one of her kids' friends. And she comes to walk around the corner, and Cody is sitting outside with a rope, and he's putting it around his neck. And she's like, what are you doing, Cody? And he's like, I'm going to kill myself. Well, she obviously talked him out of it because, he's like 5 or 6 years old. And then we heard about it later on through the school, and CPS was called and all that kind of shit. They came in and did an investigation. And then there was an altercation thing that happened at school. And Cody has a seed of killing himself. He was exposed to it real damn early because Crystal had went out and bought a computer for everybody in the house, so that way nobody would have to share. I told her, get Allie and Cody a computer that they can share so they can learn how to share this. But she didn't do that. She bought them each their own computer. So there'd be no fighting. So they didn't have to learn to share. So she went out and she bought all that stuff, and she bought computers for everybody. I mean, we almost had a computer in every room of the house, which was kind of cool and kind of fun because we could it was kind of neat. But anyway, but I told her, do not buy the kids 2 computers, one for each kid. They can share it. But she went against my wishes, didn't respect my wishes, and did it. She really never respected my wishes because I'm a guy and I'm the man and I'm the big bad wolf. I'm the bad daddy. That's how she always sees men. I mean, even now, because all the women that she's been exposed to throughout her life, and I'm not going to explain all this shit to you guys, but all the women that she has been exposed, they've all lost their men. They can't keep their men. They cannot keep their men. Their men don't want to hang around with them anymore because they're too stupid. You know? I mean, you can see, man, I'd love to fire this damn camera up when crazy's happening here. But the moment, because I've tried doing it, I'll fire up a camera and say, hell, I got to get this on YouTube. Then suddenly everybody straightens up. Everybody starts acting fake. I'm like, wait a second. You're all opening up now. Here, let's take your fucking conduct and we're going to make it public. If you honestly believe you're goddamn right, let's go public. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Let's do that. I'm not afraid to go public with anything. Obviously, because a lot of the shit that I've done on YouTube during live streams and stuff like that, I'm not afraid to go public with my shit. Not at all. Because I know I'm right. Blah. Uh-oh. Car accident. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, that's the world I was pushed into now. Now everybody, a lot of these people, I've talked with some people and they're all saying like, well, you're in your situation because of something you did. Well, not really. By the time I got out of jail, I had called Crystal and asked for forgiveness, and she forgave me. Everything was kosher. We were good. But over time, they just got used to me not being home. The enforcer at the house was no longer there. I wasn't telling him to get off the computer, let me clean the house, take the garbage out, all that stuff. It was kind of funny because remember when I told you guys that a few months back that she had moved her brother she moved her brother into the house. Actually, her brother just kind of moved in against my wishes. Nothing you did warrants not seeing your kids. Parental alienation is abusive. I don't care if the mother and father don't get along and blah, blah, blah. Yep. Yep, that is right. Yep. Yep. Well, the thing is, yeah, we see, MG, I'm not one of those guys to turn around and do the every other week thing. Justin, why did you go to jail? Which time, Justin? Which time? The last time was for failure to appear, I think, or a pretrial order violation. No, I think it was a pretrial order violation or something like that. Yeah, that's another damn thing. I've never been in trouble up until this kind of shit happens, and then all sorts of crap happens. I've been to jail almost 4 or 5 times this year, since last August. No, make it 3 times, I think. Yeah. Make it 3 times. But, yeah. Shoot, where'd that go? I just had a lit cigarette and I dropped it. Oh shit, the whole thing's gonna burn up. My whole trailer. My God. That's alright, I'll find it. Yeah. Yeah, there was see, one time me and Crystal, we were drinking a little bit one day. And I don't know if you guys know too much about alcohol. Oh wait, I'm gonna turn this thing around. Now, I don't know if you guys know too much about alcohol, but alcohol is a good truth teller. You find out the truth about things when you're starting to get really tipsy and drunk. You find out how people are when they're tipsy or they're drunk. All right, when they start getting drunk or they're real tipsy, or, you know. And I think that's one of the reasons why women don't ever drink too much. I mean, girls, when they go out to the bar, don't really drink too much because they don't want to say too much, you know. They want to stay, you know, they don't want to say too much. Us guys, on the other hand, that's a little bit different. But I have found out awesome whole bunches of stuff about how women think when they've been drunk, how they feel about certain situations, and yeah. So to figure out what Krista was planning for the future of our children, I got her a little tipsy one night. And this is what she said. She said, well, I'm not really too sure, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you're going to be around, but the kids are going to have to stay here. I'm not really too sure. And I was like, well, wait a second. What's going to happen when Allie wants to turn 16 and get her license and go out and get friends? What's going to happen when Allie wants to, turns 18 and wants to move out and meet a guy and have a boyfriend and actually start a family? She's like, well, that's not going to happen. And I'm like, why? How do you know that's not going to happen? Because I don't want the kids to leave. I don't want them to leave. So that way, when I'm old and everybody's gone, they'll be around to take care of me. And I sat there for a second realizing what she just said. And I got really fucking pissed. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. You're gonna destroy their fucking lives so that way you're not alone when you're fucking old? Are you shitting me? You're gonna destroy our kids' lives. You're gonna figure out a way to make sure that they don't want to leave the house so that way they're around to take care of your ass? That is not fucking good motherly parenting. I am not gonna agree to that at all. Kids are supposed to grow up, turn 18, and move the hell out of the house and go start a family and keep the bloodline going. And then we got on another tangent, and I was just like, well, that's why you wanted to pull him out of school? At the time, Cody was still in school. And I was like, you're not going to do that shit to Cody. You're not pulling him out of school so that way he has no social interaction with people, and then he's forced to be a wastoid, a parasite of society, hiding out in his fucking mom's basement or his mom's bedroom or the corner of the house where he can just stay on the computer and he has no ambition to do anything with his life. You're not going to do that. And then she says, no, he doesn't want to. He likes school. He wants to stay in school. That was before she pulled him out of school. That was before, because before pre-COVID, she pulled him out of school because he was giving excuses why he was getting sick at school. I'm sick, Mom, come and get me. And Cody was one who could learn how to make himself puke. You just think about it, you can fucking get yourself to puke. So he'd puke up a little bit in school. The nurse would come in and then call Crystal and have her come and get Cody and bring him home. I'm like, Crystal, he's just faking it, goddammit. How can you be so naive? She fed right into it. And so there's other things too, like education. education. When they were studying scholastic stuff, I told her I want her to start learning. There's these certain classes on the internet that you can take that teaches you teaches you about the Constitution. It teaches you about contract law. It teaches you about some really cool stuff in our system that people can take advantage of if you're fucking smart enough and you're intelligent enough to know about it. I wanted these guys to start taking these classes because I want to take them too, and we can all learn this all together. She said no. They've got other classes. And I look at these classes, regular general math, just generic ass shit. Just pathetic generic ass shit. Thumbs up the video, guys. I've only got 3 thumbs up here. I got 14 people watching, only 3 thumbs up. What's going on? You know, I tried and then I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm sitting here being forced by this woman saying that she's going to fucking call the cops on me because I'm being too abusive to the kids. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to get them to walk the right path to be decent people of society. She just wants them to be pathetic losers of society like everybody else in her whole family. I helped her get to the top of the food chain, have her own property, have her own house, and what's she do? She moves in her drug addict brother and then baits the father and irritates the father to the point where we get into a big fight and then I get kicked out. And now everything's hunky-dory. She has her drug addict brother who's living in the house, who's taken over. This guy walked into a fully operational shop. My shop that I built over 20 years. He walked right into that. He walked right into this, all this other shit. He has his own house. He doesn't have to pay rent. He doesn't have to pay any utilities. I think he's probably maybe given her maybe $1,000 periodically throughout the past year and a half to maybe 2 years he's been there. He's really contributed nothing. The whole place looks like shit. The whole garage looks like shit. You guys can go over to my YouTube channel and go over to my discussions page and you can look at the pictures of the property. My property, because I went out there, I took pictures of it. I took pictures of the garage. Look at what kind of fucking mess that thing is. I mean, it's horrible. This is what this place has turned into since I've been gone. And it's only been 1 year, which was why I'm saying I'm only giving them 5 years before that fucking place goes up in flames. Maybe she gets too fucking in debt or something bad happens, or maybe Cody tries to commit suicide or Allie tries to commit suicide. The kids wanted to hide out into their bedrooms because they didn't really like Heath being around. I mean, she's had to wake him up a few times. Says fucking okay to in her home. This is the shit that I did not agree to in the home. You don't let the kids hide out in their fucking rooms with their computers and come out to eat and take a shit and piss. No. When we sit down, we have a dinner. We have a dinner, family dinner, and we sit there and, they say that I'm abusive, I'm yelling, and I'm always being mean. Crystal always felt like I was gonna I'd shoot down every idea that she wanted to do with the house. I'm like, no, I'm not shooting down the idea. She just said, you want to half-ass this shit. The fence that's out in front of the front property. The fence in the front property, she wanted to put up a certain way. She wanted to use the metal posts with chicken fence. I'm like, do you have any idea how gaudy that's going to look? Do you have any idea how shitty that is going to look on this property? No, we need to get wood posts. We're going to build a wood frame. We're going to invest some money into this to make it look good so we don't look so fucking white trashy shit. So we don't look so like we're a bunch of white trash fucking low trailer park trash motherfuckers who moved into this nice house. You guys should see this place now, man. Oh my God, total white trash. Total white trash. Her idea of what fences, all that stuff to put up, what it's supposed to look like. I mean, everything that her brother, I mean, he's got stacks of tires out there that he ripped off from work. He probably paid pennies on the dollar for the damn things, but ripped them off. Stacks and stacks of tires out there. I mean, this place looks like shit. It looks like some goddamn backwoods fucking hick goddamn place now. And they've taken all the builds and cluster fucked them up into the one quarter of the property right next to the Batmobile. They've taken all the go-karts and just cluster fucked them all together. Oh my God. Just breaks my heart. I kind of wish Crystal would come around and say, holy fucking shit. My life is so shitty right now. What's going on here? Well, and then, of course, nobody's going to fucking tell her. Nobody's going to come forward and say, you do know, Crystal, that the only thing that added quality to your life was your man. Totally was your man that you baited into fucking getting into a fight with and getting him kicked out of the house was the only thing that gave your life quality. All you've got now is just a life. You have no quality behind what you're doing. And everybody in her family isn't going to say anything to her. I've talked to a few other people that have gone out there, and they're just like, dude, everything's falling apart for her. And I'm like, I know. I was the only thing in her whole life that gave her fucking quality she could come home to. I've been your friend for years. Thought you were super fun to play Borderlands with. I've been watching the Come on. Fucking thing. Don't you think it's time to move on? Playing thing since the beginning. Don't you think it's time to move on? Well, yeah. I mean, no. The best way, I made a conscious choice to help raise these two kids and spend the rest of my life with this woman. That's a conscious choice. Okay, you are the woman I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. You don't use drugs. You're not a fucking schizo. You're not suffering from some PTSD shit. You've got a fucking level head on your body. Wow, okay, yeah, I'm going to stick around with you. I know I don't have to worry about any future problems with this kind of fucking shit. With that kind of shit. I don't have to worry about it. But I guess you can't take the white trash. You can take the girl out of the white trash, trailer park trash lifestyle, but you can't take the trailer park lifestyle out of the girl. It's horrific. You guys saw Tesla, right? Tesla just at the beginning of this video when I was talking to her. Tesla knows the story, and we've talked a little bit, and she feels bad. She actually feels bad for me. She's like, you've been so fucking wronged by all this shit. You were obviously a really cool dad. You did a lot of cool stuff for your kids, and now they just want to flush you out. You were there for that woman through her mom's death, all the struggles, helped her out with the surrogacy thing. Do you guys remember that? The surrogacy thing when we were going to be surrogate parents? No. Some of you guys out there know my real name. Tully Sainum. Type that name into Google and see what you come up with. You'll come up with the story in the Cayman, in the Missoulian. You'll come across a whole bunch of stuff about what was going on in the back end of our YouTube stuff. We did a lot of stuff together. I was there with her through all that shit. And I can tell you one thing. There isn't a single individual in her family who would be there for her on that. Phoenix! Oh my God. Oh, it was you who posted that before. But I've shown their hand. Would you really want to go back even if they wanted you to? No, Phoenix. I mean, there was actually a time where I was actually thinking about going out there to where you're at and hooking up with you, but I can't do that. I can't do that. That's way too far for me to travel, and I've got all this crazy going on. Yeah. I thought that'd be kind of cool. I think I'm a little old for you though. I think so. Yeah, I know. Even if they did want me back, I really don't know. I mean, I want to be there for them just because I've got such a massive history with them. When you invest, when you intentionally invest your life, your motivation, your energy into a family, to help them be successful, to help them get to a foundation, to set up a foundation that is respectable and decent and admirable, and then suddenly they turn around and kick your fucking ass out and destroy, take you away from everything you helped them build.
I'll be back up here in a day. I use the bathroom soon.